Finally, it is here. You asked for it, and here it is. Daraja API Webinar. Mark the date, 2nd December 2022, starting from 10 a.m. asubuhi. That's when we are going to start this journey together, a community that is going to offer support to each and everyone. What am I going to cover? I'm going to cover two major used APIs, that is Safaricom Daraja APIs. We normally have customer to business and business to customer. Customer to business, as you can see there, I've listed, we have SDK push and register URL. I'm going to explain more about what these APIs are and how you can use them. Then again, we have got business to customer API, which is normally used to enable businesses to pay their customers or maybe their employees, something like that. I will explore more on that just on this video. Don't go. But if you have not subscribed to our channel, kindly make sure you have subscribed to our channel to get more juicy stuff like these ones about technology. And lastly, I'm going to cover WordPress plugins. WordPress plugins are widely used because most of the developers, they don't kind of code their own stuff right away from scratch. When you jump right away to the production sector, or maybe you're out there and you're working, you kind of make use of this content management system like WordPress, or maybe frameworks like Laravel. We have got others like Joomla, Drupal, and so forth. But in this case, WordPress is the one that is widely used. And because most developers, they normally use what we refer to as WooCommerce, because WordPress works with plugins, and WooCommerce is a plugin which is used to create e-commerce systems. You will need to do MPESA integration to allow payment integration or payment gateways in most of these kind of systems. And here in Kenya, because we are right here in Kenya, we kind of make use of MPESA as one of the best ways you can transact. So in this section also, I'm going to provide a plugin which you can make use of it. And the whole code for all this kind of stuff is going to be provided. Then the most important part is that there is that continuous support. As you can see, the training fee, it's 3,000. The date is 2nd December 2022, starting from 10 a.m. And in case maybe you feel like you can ask for something, jump right away. There is a WhatsApp number which I've provided there. And also, there is a WhatsApp group which we are putting together, all of us at least, to kind of share this kind of stuff. The reason why I'm doing this is because I have had experience. Like, for example, starting from 2018, it's when I started doing MPESA integration. Now, my friend, nimepata pesa mob kutoka in this kind of stuff. So, generally, I normally charge 10,000 for MPESA integration. But sometimes when it's a developer I'm engaged, it is totally different, because maybe I feel like I'm helping this guy to grow, and that's why I decided to do this kind of session. So 10,000, you can imagine 10,000 per API. If it is customer to business, both either SDK push and the register URL, when you do both for a client, you charge 10,000. It might seem to be a lot of money, but I can tell you sometimes to get to a point that you can complete this task within the shortest time possible, it takes time, because you'll come across a lot of errors. And that is what I want to simplify to you guys, because I know there are a lot of upcoming developers who are out there, and you kind of need this kind of knowledge. So that's why I'm offering it to you with the simplest fee. And you can imagine this one will have that continuous support, because we are going to grow together as a community. Such that when you come up with you come across a new era, which maybe you can share with us, and we might get together in this journey and get to learn more about what is happening. Remember, I started when Daraja API was that is what 0, and right now that is what version 1 of Daraja, and that is I think right now it's Daraja what we can check. Right now it's there is the one that they released. They released on when, so we can say Daraja.safaricom, that one, and we'll be able to see developers.safaricom.co.ke. So this is new. Actually, when I started, it was version 1, and right now it's 2.0, which is the new API which they have improved some changes. But it's not more of the functionality; it's more of, like, I can say, the user interface. It's the one that has changed. Before, it never used to be something like this. So we are going to cover that, and let me explore more on STK push. STK push is the one that prompts the user to enter the PIN, and it deducts the amount. It is best suits for the businesses which are, like, for example, let me show. It's good to show by just demonstrating how it works. Like, for example, if you come to this site, shop.codestar.co.ke, this is like a simple e-commerce where you can search a specific product. Like if you need something like camera, something like that, you can search. But in this case, let me choose, like, for example, we have got one of these. I can add to cart. When I add to cart, you can see I can also add to cart, for example, this one also. So I have got 2 products. I can choose to write, for example, I can pick my guy who I like to use. Here in Kenya, we normally have a lot of guys. There are guys who normally use Wanjiku. I like using Kivanga Kikunze because Kivanga Kikunze it's like our John Doe. So in this case, I can pick like that. Then you enter the MPESA phone number. Let me use my phone number. I use trial mail. And when I do that, it's gonna pop like this. Yes, that is the message. And I hope you guys, you can see this one. It is asking me to make the payments of this amount. So if I cancel, when I cancel, because I don't want to make the payments, if you pay, well, so it takes you to this part. So that is what we call STK push. And STK push works like that. It is best suits for e-commerce systems. Then we have got, as you can see, it is unpaid, and I can log in as an administrator and see whether, like some of the orders which I have received. That one normally suits well when it comes to what we refer to as e-commerce system, because the system you want to push already the existing amount that it knows, like this is the existing amount which I am supposed to pay. So, and you know, by sure, like you can check on your card whether you have got that enough money on your MPESA account. So you cannot push without knowing that. And STK push can be repeated in most cases as many times as possible if you've not paid. So then there is the circle system here, and this one is the best. It best suits. Let me write the password. I did a video about this one also. Admin, something like that. And when you log in, you'll be able to see you can register as a member. There is the option for savings. So in this case, you don't expect customer to log into the system to do the savings. You're expecting the customers just to jump right away on their MPESA on their phone. That is STK. That is a SIM toolkit. Then MPESA, they enter like LIPA na MPESA, and then they choose, like, for example, a pay bill number. This is the best API that suits the pay bill. So you enter the business number, which is the pay bill number. Once you enter that one, you enter the account number, which is your saving account, or maybe your loan number, something like that, and make the payments. Think of also how you normally pay for electricity bills. Like, for example, you want to buy tokens from KPLC. Also, how you pay for DSTV or maybe GoTV, things like that one. So this is how the system is notified. And that's where the API, which is called register URL, gets to how it's used in that case. So I've talked about STK push. I've talked about register URL. Register URL, it allows the customers to make the payments offline. That's what we mean by these ones. So that is what we are going to cover. Also, you'll get to understand much about that one. Then business to customers. Najua saizi mnaekelea bet za World Cup. Even though najua watu wa Germany and Argentina najua walichoma bet, but no problem. Acha tukubali yaishe. And if you win that amount, unaendanga tu kwa hiyo site, you just withdraw the cash. And on withdraw, you just enter the amount. Sometimes you can decide like kuweka namba yenye unataka withdraw, which is not secure in most cases. But when you click the button to withdraw, the money comes to your account. And in that case, that is where we normally apply, or that is the use case of business to customer. Again, pia kama ni kazi mtaani, najua mlikuwa mnapokeanga pesa through MPESA. So in that case, we can have a system that can record like who are present, who are absent, something like that. At the end of the month, we create a payroll, and that payroll, we can come up with a CSV file, which we can upload and click the button, and it's going to send the money to all of you guys who are the employees of Kazi Mtaani. So that is it. And that's how you can apply these two types of APIs that I'm going to cover on the coming session. As I said, mark the date, 2nd December 2022, starting from 10 a.m. It doesn't mean that course ends there. There is going to be, because at the end of the day, nikikufunza, it doesn't mean like you're going to get everything in that day, the whole of it. Something that is going to be continuous. I will be offering that continuous support. Other than wale unanishtuanga sometimes kwa WhatsApp alafu nakwambia my friend nilipe ama wachane na hiyo kazi. Because sometimes it's serious. That's why I'm doing this kind of stuff. Because as a developer, if I tell you like, pay me 5,000 and you feel you are a developer and uko na client and the client is waiting for you to deliver on that product and you don't know how to do MPESA integration. You charge the client 10,000, you get 5,000, I get 5,000. In that case, I help you to make the whole process simple. Because I can tell you, going live on Daraja API is one of the hardest APIs that you can consume. Even though I have managed, and most of us here in Kenya have managed to do that, but that's why I'm making it readily available for all the developers who are coming up in this industry to make use of this thing. So, what do you need to know? What do you need to have before we get to that day? The first thing, in case maybe you want to go live, or maybe you have a till number which you want to go live, this is the best position which you can use or utilize to make to practice and perfect your the art. Ndio uanze kupata like in a week nakwambia siwezi kosa like a integration 1 or 2 3 integration, something like that. So how do you register? First of all, you might need to like apply this thing in a live something like that, because I know most of you might be thinking of starting a business. Unaweza kuwa unataka kuanza e-commerce ama unaweza taka nikuuzie yangu, for example, something like that. Nikupe wewe ukimodify, you advance the code, because as I said, when you log in here, you can be able to see the orders. Like for example, you can add stock, you can add products, you can check the orders. You can view the details of the order like this one ya kivango kikunza yenye tumekelea saizi. You can see it like that. Yes, those are kind of some stuff that I was saying that you might need to go live, or you might need to deploy it on a live till number or pay bill number, whether you have a till number or a pay bill number. Like for example, let's start by, if you don't have a pay bill number, you can register for one from Safaricom like this. Safaricom, just get it's online. Nowadays, kazi ni online. Just get to Safaricom online, and once you get online, you'll be able to scroll down. There is option for MPESA. Where is it? MPESA. I've seen MPESA. There is option for application. Where is it? We normally have MPESA. No, not MPESA. Let me check. Very fast. MPESA. Then learn more about MPESA. Let me click on learn more about MPESA. LIPA na MPESA. And on LIPA na MPESA, we can get to apply for a till or a business, whatever. So it's getting this error just right away. I know they are going to rectify on this one. It means they don't have an SSL, maybe something like that. Let me proceed. Once I proceed, I can say I understand. And there is option for you to make application. You can check your status of your application on that button, or you can apply like this. And if you need a till number, there is a specific till number which can accept online transaction. And that is, you click on apply. Then this one does not allow. So make sure you pick either this one or this one or this one. So like for example, if you go to this one, this will settle to Honors Bank. This is the best till number that you can use for individual. So you will need to have the following, like a copy of your ID, a copy of your business, maybe business name, something like that. You will need a KRA PIN, or maybe you will need also something like a letter from the bank. A letter from the bank, ukienda bank, you just ask for them to write a letter to show that like you have a bank account with them, then blah, blah, blah. And that letter is the one that you are going to attach on these ones. So KRA PIN, a letter from the bank, and a copy of ID, and a copy of your business certificate. Certificate, you can get it from eCitizen. So you can apply, maybe if it's a business that you want to start, there is eCitizen where you can register for the business, and it's going to take you like a few days, I think either a week, something like that. And it costs like 1,000 if it's a small business. If it's a company, it's a different case. So the application for the till number is free. You don't pay anything to Safaricom, just that. Pay bill number, similar to that, you'll get to know what is needed for the pay bill number. And yeah, you can proceed right away for those who want to use pay bill numbers and so forth. So make sure you pick this one or this one or this one, not the first one. If you pick the first one, it doesn't accept online payments. That is something that I wanted to put it out there, because that is the first mistake that most of the guys who want to do integration and so forth, they normally do. Some till numbers do not accept online payments. So make sure you pick that one. So now, the second thing, if you already have a till number or you already have a pay bill number, the next thing is to have something we call, let me go back to Daraja portal, this one. There is something, I forgot. I can click on the documentation and show you something. The next thing that you need to have, once your pay bill number or till number is processed, there is the second step, which is going live, because in this case you want to test it live. So for us to test live, we have to go to this portal and log in so that we can activate, so that we can start consuming API. So to do that, you will need, there is a specific form. Let me show you the form, which I'm sharing on the WhatsApp group. You can join on that WhatsApp group. This is the form. This is the form that you normally get from Safaricom, and you fill in the form. You make sure you stamp, and once you stamp, you send it to specific emails, which I'm going to share on a specific WhatsApp group that I'm going to share there. So you'll be able to access the details. So you fill that form. Once you fill the form, you stamp. Once you stamp, you will send it to the emails then you provide Apple. Even though the emails you can get them from Safaricom, it's something that I'm just sharing to simplify the things. So you apply for that form so that you can get something we call MPESA username, MPESA portal username and the password, which will allow us to log into this site. And once we log into this site, now we can jump right away and go live. There is you need to have a Daraja account, and once you have a Daraja account, now you can log in and go live. So without having these credentials to log into MPESA portal, it's not possible to go live. So to go live, make sure first of all you have that information. And how do you have that information? Make sure you fill in this form. Make sure it is stamped. After it is stamped, forward it to those emails that I'm going to provide. I know you're going to join to that group, Codestar Technology WhatsApp group. So once you get there, you'll even get this form and also the emails where you're going to send together attached with your ID, a copy of your ID, so that you can get those credentials to log into MPESA portal, this one. Now, once you have that one, make sure you have the Daraja account and log into your Daraja account. We will be ready to go live. So that's how you're going to prepare yourself. Make sure you register for a business, get a till number, not an Equity paybill number. Sometimes kuna wale wase wanadhania that one can work. For Equity, we normally consume using Jenga API. The same way ukienda kwa Coop Bank, they normally have their separate API which you can use. So that is what we need to have for those who want to practice this thing and go live, so that you can put your hands on skills and get to know how this works. All that one, it's what you need. Now, after that, the next step is to register and get ready for the session. So to register and get ready for the coming session, make sure you go to codestar.co.ke. When you write Codestar Technologies, that is, on your browser, you'll get to our site, which is Codestar. Then on student portal, click there, register. Once you register, you will get an email to activate your account. Once you activate your account, log in, and when you log in, you'll be able to see our courses. Scroll right away where you can see Daraja API course and enroll. Once you enroll, make sure you make the payments. And to make the payments, you will see when you enroll, it is going to prompt you with what we refer to as our till number. So it's going to be BuyGoods. You enter, and it's going to make the payments. Even though I'm going to activate the STK push immediately, so that also it can pop up immediately. You just make the payments, and the make payments is how much. This is what you normally pay. There is no sending fee which you are going to be deducted. It's only that amount. Nothing else is needed. 3,000 Kenyan shillings. So you register and get ready for that date. By what? By date what? By date either date 1 or 2, there will be enough content for the course, which I'm going either to start approving for you guys to start accessing the resources, because there is that area where you need to access the resources in terms of the code, so that if you want to do together with me during that session, it will be okay. You'll be able to download everything, the resources together with the videos and all that. It's going to be provided there. So, and then you will have a continuous support, which I'm going to be helping on that WhatsApp group. So if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, jump right away, click the subscribe button, and share this information, the posters and everything, to the developers in your campus, that is your university, course mates, something like that, computer students, computer science students, and ICT students. I know you need this kind of information. Developers who are out there and you feel it's something that can be helpful, share with them. They are going to access all these kind of resources together with me. So if you have any question, jump right away. Join that WhatsApp group and kind of start asking any question that you feel like you don't understand. So there will be sharing of the codes, continuous support, and sharing of errors that might arise maybe for the guys who are going to be having any challenge. So it's something that I'm going to be offering, a support which is going to be continuous. Unlike sometimes having that scenario where you find that you want me to help you, and at the end of the day, I'm getting nothing, and you are the one who is going to be paid. It's not a good thing. So it's good sometimes to understand each other. Ile time nakwambia like butu wa 10,000, at least ujue hiyo 10,000 kwa nini nimekwambia utoe. You have to sweat, you have to understand. So it's something that's going to build your experience, and after that maybe naweza guzo kidogo ni kuonyeshe some other few things like consuming SMS API emails, that is jumping with the bulky emails, things to do with geocoding and so forth. When I feel morale yenu imeanza kunipush to the next level, we are going to be together in this. And as I said, the code is going to be shared, the resources are going to be shared, even the WordPress plugin, which will cost even 10,000 in most cases for you. It's like I'm giving you resources which you can start making money. Kuna tule tu pesa tunakujanga, like imagine in a week ukijua hii kazi inaweza take like 10 minutes to do it, to finalize it. Unajua tu kuna 10,000 inakuja tu mahali, kuna 5k inaweza ingia tu hapa ukitembea tembea kidogo kidogo. I don't say I'm rich, because one thing, pesa unakujanga ukipata inaenda. hata wewe unajua unapatanga mingi na ujui inaendanga wapi. Hebu angalia MPESA app yako, then you will know. So it's just a way of kind of showing you a different side hustle that you can start and you can make money out of it. So thank you guys. See you on that date. Mark your calendar, 2nd December 2022, 10 a.m. asubuhi na mapema. Make sure uko ready, set to go, register, make the payments early in advance, and everything is going to be provided. Sitakangi kufanya biashara zenye nitapotea na pesa ya mtu and all that. No, that one I've never done in my history. So same to you guys. I hope you're going to embrace the same behavior. And see you. Make sure you subscribe, like, share to as many people as you can, and see you on that date.